don't like the attitude.
You're so gross.
I know.
Do you like it?
It's beautiful. Look.
Yeah, but it's not a tutor. Put the tutor on and put this in the bag. And if your mom or your aunt or one of your girlfriends you love.
Why are you trying to get rid of it?
I'm not trying to. I had it at my house. I debated because it's a set. I have a boys and a girls. The boys is a.
Why you didn't wear it so we could be coupley matching?
Because I never opened them. I didn't even know for sure that one was going to have tags or anything. I never opened it. What's poppin', everybody? It's your old pal Boogie Bob. I got a special guest today. She's whack, so I don't even know if she'll be on the air or not. She's anybody want to guess who my mystery guest is? On a scale of 1 to 10, she's a solid 6. At least a 6. Let's see if that doesn't give them the clue right there, then nothing will. Listen, you do your thing, you do your hair, you do your nails, whatever you're gonna do. And I'll do my newscast. I've got RJ in the house, Ambrose is here, Rev is here. It's not Joe's wife. I think Ambrose is obsessed with Joe's wife. I think Rev will get it. Rev knows my flavor. It's not Bria. Look what we got going here. Stop or I'll swoop. That's really horrible. Mystery guest, do you want to say hello so they know your voice?
Stop or I'll swoop.
Stop or she'll swoop. It's not Vanetta. It's one of my most favorite people on the planet. As far as soulmates go, she's in my top 20. Randy Milton, what's the deal, son? They've guessed everybody but you. It is not Hillary Clinton. Not Hillary Clinton. Do you follow women's soccer? So the Team USA has been the dominant force for like 25 years or something. And they won the last 2 World Cups. And the World Cup is Queen Latifah. Are you Queen Latifah, yes or no? No, she's not as fine as Queen Latifah.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. So the women's soccer team for U.S. has been, I think you might see a brief appearance here. What are you scaring the birds away for? Oh, he's going to come here. Do you have any crackers or anything? Because there will be 300 damn birds circling around. You ready to make your appearance? Sure. You look okay. You look mediocre. It's my bestie. You gotta, come on, bro. I know you're new to this. It's Anishika. Anishika Jante. Where the hell Jante come from? Trying to get fancy? I don't get it. Is that your real middle name? Okay, smokes. Guys, Anishika, my smartest friend, she has an IQ of like 180. Am I lying?
It's up there.
It's up there. I don't know why she'd hang out with a scumbag like me. What are your plans today?
I am going to remake the Grimace birthday shake with my friend's kids, and I'm going to dinner.
Where are you going to dinner at? Behind my back?
Actually, I don't know.
I thought we were going to go over to Olive Garden and get the sampler platter that we got last time.
That's what we do. That's our date place.
That's what we do, and then we steal the silverware. Last time I got a fork and a salt shaker. It was wonderful.
So this time we should get a pepper and a knife?
We got to get a pepper and a spoon. We got to round out the set. So, you ready to do the news with me?
Yeah, I'm ready.
If you guys don't know, Anishika's the one that I met. I talk about you on the show all the time. A lot of people will meet their bestie, but they don't got videotape footage of it.
And it was on your birthday. So
and it was on my birthday. It was 2001. And I don't know what happened. I'm walking by in Times Square. My friend Gary came out to visit me. Gary likes to talk to people. I never would have said hi to her. And Gary's over there talking to some lady, and she's gonna get she's in line to meet Michael Jackson. And this is a true story. She said MJ, and we swear, me and him both thought it was Michael Jordan, because Michael Jackson would never do an in-store signing. In fact, you were one of his biggest fans. He never did one before or since. So, anyways, I said, hey, I filmed her. And I said, you're going to be out here for 4 days? I'll come and film you each day, and I'll make you a tape. I didn't know you.
You're not.
Did I try to holler at you?
No.
No.
In fact, you told me I was the scum of the earth.
I said you were scum. Ma'am, ma'am, you are scum of the earth. And we were at, anyway, so I came back the next day, and now you got a couple people there, because you were the first one there by yourself. Now there's a couple people.
Well, it was me and another girl, but
she wasn't there when I got
there.
there. And then there was a tent. And I said, hey, what do you want? I'm bringing you McDonald's. Now you're very bougie, so you got chicken McNuggets.
I got salad.
And you ate them with your pinky out. And then, I don't know, a couple more days of waiting. It was pretty long, right? But it was worth it. I mean, how many people on the planet there was only 500 people allowed in. Thousands were turned away. And you met him, and you were on MTV. And I made you the video, and you're forever in my video, which I love. You guys can check it out online if you want to. Just type in Michael Jackson Times Square. Anishika. By the way, you were on the show that day with good company. Who was on the show with you right after you? Right before you? Giuliani. Your favorite
No, because I thought it was Michael Bloomberg.
Bloomberg was with Giuliani. I shook hands with Bloomberg. And I said, hey, Rudy. Rudy was America's mayor at the time.
I heard.
You hated his guts.
I didn't know him. I just moved to LA.
How do you like him now?
There's a lot to be said.
She'll never say anything mean about anyone.
I mean, I might.
I will. I will. You want to do the news with me?
I'll listen in.
You'll do the news with me. Okay. Maybe you already read the thing. What's it say?
Stop or I'll swoop.
Stop or I'll swoop. It's a drone.
Yeah, I saw.
It's an NYPD moles employment of drones.
Oh,
you get a 911 call. Operator, it's an emergency. Sir, we'll send a drone right over. Yep, we see you, sir. We see you getting stabbed. Here's the drone footage of Anishika. Do you know this lady right here?
I do not, but she's very hot.
Is
It's
there
Heidi Klum. Is it Heidi Klum?
It is Heidi Klum. Do you have her phone number? I mean, you're a big LA. You do. What do you do in LA exactly?
Grift.
She goes from victim to victim, grifting. It's a pretty good deal because you got a couple houses. You got one in New York and you got one in LA. Not bad.
Not bad.
It's a long crawl away from when I met you when you had nothing and you were dirt. Remember when you were dirt and I met you and you had nothing?
I know.
And now you're dirt and you have 2 homes.
Exactly.
So that's pretty good.
That's pretty solid.
Have you ever been in a gang?
Oh no.
Bronx gang flashes cash and stolen cars. This is what you don't want to do, Anishika. If you do join a gang, I don't think you will at this age of life. Could be a crip. You could do a good crip, I think. No?
I live in LA.
That is a horrible thought to be stuck. Well, we have them here too, but not as bad. It's very, very prolific.
There are pigeons everywhere. Sorry,
I know. No, and
not
that's
that
why
I think they're gonna rob me or anything, but I just
do not bring out a cookie or a cracker or bread. Joe used to sit here and feed the pigeons, and there'd be 400 of them here. It's very hard to do the business. So what you don't want to do is show your cash and your stolen cars on your Instagram.
Oh.
Guys, I just stole a car. I'm Jim Johnson. I live at 214 Hauser Street. Here's the car I stole. Good night. This is what these young kids do. When I was a young car thief, I never told anyone that I stole cars. Except girls at parties, because that'll get you in.
That's solid.
All girls like a bad boy. Now, I'm on a bad boy meter 1 to 10. Where do you put me?
An 11. Very.
You heard it here.
Ladies are.
Just in case any ladies are looking, that's my wingman right there.
Right there.
All right. When you lived in the city, you lived all over the city. You lived in Manhattan, which is up in Harlem somewhere.
I lived in Harlem. I lived in the East Village. I lived in Alphabet City.
Then you moved to Brooklyn.
Well, now I live in Brooklyn. I really didn't do Brooklyn until now.
Now she owns a home in Brooklyn.
I don't own a home.
Did you do the Bronx?
I did do the Bronx. I didn't do Queens though.
Queens. So that's racist.
I didn't do that.
A little bit racist. I
didn't do Staten Island either.
What do you think of Lizzo?
I don't think of Lizzo.
Well, Lizzo is a plus-size singer, songwriter. amazing singer, and she plays the flute. Do you know what someone who plays the flute is called?
A flautist.
A flautist. Well, now she has big problems.
I've heard.
She goes on tour, and she is a very large woman. And which is great. She's self-empowered. She does her thing, but all of her dancers are very, very large women. And it turns out that she was putting her dancers through hell. Some of them were Christian women, some of them were married, and she was making them, she's very flirtatious and promiscuous on stage and doing sexual things.
Oh, God.
Her fans aren't feeling good as hell. That's a song of hers. Lizzo's official Instagram account lost over 220,000 followers since 3 former backup dancers sued her for sexual harassment. Now, you work for me several times. Did I ever sexually harass you? Why is it taking you so long to answer that question? The answer is no. Because I talk about this all the time. I talk about this all the time. People in power have this thing where they think that the subordinates or the people beneath them, the people who work for them, are fodder, are tools. And I believe that everybody is equal. Every person in my company is as equal as I am.
Yeah, you're a little too considerate.
I'm too considerate. I get walked on a lot. In fact, of the 10,000 employees I've had, you're the only one who got fired for being... Remember?
I do.
What did you say you were?
Too intellectual.
She was too intellectual, which I think, honestly, I think she should have sued. I'm glad she didn't, because I would have been caught up in it. The intellectual, I looked it up in the dictionary. He meant to say you're too black.
Fair.
And how do you get fired from coat check for being intellectual? Because you can have a conversation with anybody who walks in. A lot of European millionaires walking in there thinking they're holier than thou. And you were able to hold a conversation with all of them. New York, I think, much like LA right now, has this horrible drug epidemic. It's the zombie drug. Have you heard of this drug?
I have.
The zombie drug has hit the city here. It's called the zombie drug. It's got a mixture of fentanyl and this like horse tranquilizer, trank.
Wow.
And this is what they're doing. They're just, this guy here is actually got a hypodermic in his arm. He's shooting up. You do not do drugs. Marijuana, Percocets, crank, meth, heroin, fentanyl, caffeine, cigarettes, hookah.
What is that?
The thing
No, I don't do that. That's cigarettes. Or
hookah's the little water
I know,
pipe.
but isn't it like...
I don't know. I've never done it.
Tobacco? I don't do it.
Alcohol. When's the last time you had a drink of alcohol?
Never. I mean, I've taken sips of stuff. I've tasted stuff, but I don't drink alcohol.
Clean living. Look at this. Guys, she's 133 years old, and look how good she looks.
160.
160 years old, and she's still holding up pretty good.
Pretty good. Haven't turned dust yet.
You have not. You have not. I think you're going to outlive us all. You're like Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, boy. Please no.
What do you think of J.K. Rowling?
I don't know. I mean, I think I love Harry Potter. Her books are great.
Well, she was doing really well. She went from zero, living in a car with her kids, to being on welfare, to being a billionaire, one of the richest women in England, one of the richest women on the planet, self-earned. Harry Potter had 8 books, all movies. I've seen the first 1.5, and then I lost interest.
Never seen any of the movies.
Well, they're white.
But
movies.
I do go to Universal Studios and go get butter beer. From,
so you do drink beer?
I mean, it's
not real
it's
beer.
Butterscotch tea.
Oh, okay.
Butterscotch latte.
Well, she was doing really well, and then she started coming out speaking out against transgenders.
I mean, I don't think that's what... I don't personally think that's what she was doing, but I can't gauge... I don't remember what it was said, and I feel like she was saying scientifically...
I follow, yeah. She was saying a woman is a woman and a man is a man, and when you delve into those waters, you're going to have...
Yeah.
And you have hundreds of millions of fans.
Yeah.
A couple of million are going to not like what you said.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of those things. I think that, right now everything everybody is on edge and hyper sensitive to a lot of things that are said. And I can't gauge which. I don't know what she said, so I can't speak on it. But
I do know I'm a huge YouTuber with my 1,586 subscribers, and I often, you know, that I don't care for Donald Trump, and I do know that some of my followers do, and I'm very cautious when I insult him to not insult the person who may. I have family members who, so I never insult anyone who follows him. I just insult him.
Yes.
If I was sitting there going, if you like Trump, you're a moron.
Yeah,
that would not be right.
That's not nice.
Did you see this? Because me and you were there. We were there the day before. This is Union Square.
Oh yeah, we were in Union Square, but I don't know what happened.
Okay, so this guy, his name is Kai Cenat. He is an influencer, like me. But he has 20 million.
Okay.
He's a little bigger than I am. He has 20 million on his Twitch, and who knows how many across his platforms. She's taking pictures of birds, so she doesn't even hear me.
I'm listening to you.
His name is Kai Cenat.
Kai Cenat.
What he did was he told his followers, go to Union Square at 4 o'clock. I'm giving out PlayStations, video games, and gift cards. And you know, there's a lot of people on the internet, they're like, I want a PlayStation. They get there, 100,000 people show up, and then these morons start stomping on cars.
Why? Did he not come?
He came, but he didn't come with anything. He brought nothing.
Oh.
The police arrested him, and I'm thinking it was, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong. I don't know legally if you can go on and say, guys, come down to here, I'm going to give away watches, or I'm going to give away this. I don't think that's illegal, per se. But if you have 100,000 kids show up, and you show up in an empty truck, you're like, ha-ha! And there was riots. Influencer?
That's a riot.
That's a riot. We're going to go crazy, bro. Twitch star Kai Cenat urged his massive fan base to come out for a Manhattan Gamer giveaway while claiming we're gonna go crazy, bro. That's like when Trump said, come to the Capitol on the 6th. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. So they kicked in all the doors. They stopped. Did you see the video footage of this thing?
I'm not.
It's insane. So when you come to New York, you don't sit around watching TV. You go out and meet all your friends. This is the second time we've met up since you've been here.
Yeah.
I feel blessed. Usually I make up excuses.
He was annoyed the first time.
Oh, well, you spend an hour and a half picking out a watch for your friend. Does he watch the show?
No, I should tell him to.
No, don't tell him to, because I was going to call him a douchebag, but he's not. He's probably a very nice guy.
Very nice guy.
An hour and a half to pick out a watch.
He's my West Coast Bob.
Don't say it. Don't you do it.
He's my West Coast Bob.
Sounds like this is sound of arrest and kidnap. Sounds like police sirens for the Freedom Fan, one of nearly 7,000 people who gave money to fund the unexpected summer blockbuster Sound of Freedom, has been arrested on kidnapping.
Wow.
So one of 7,000 people, what is that, like a GoFundMe or a, what is it where they raise
Kickstarter.
money? A Kickstarter. See how intellectual she is? Isn't that pigeon beautiful?
Crowdfunding, it is.
He's just sitting there chilling. Take as many as you want.
I did.
His little feathers are kind of moving.
So now, that's our pigeon friend for the day. He came to hang out with us and watch it.
Yeah, that's all red. Hold on. How's that? Hi, Red. This is very sad. How long does it take to become a doctor?
It takes at least, you have regular school, and you have school after med school, and then you have
Got to get a doctorate, a
residency. You have residency, so probably about, I think it's like 6, 7.
I think it's like 8 years.
Something. Okay.
Multi-cop visits to Slay Doctor. Very prominent doctor. She killed herself and her child.
Oh my God.
I've said on this channel all the time, first of all, I don't want anyone to kill themselves. I don't want anyone to kill themselves. I want to help. You're the most kind, compassionate person I know. How do you feel about somebody who's suffering horrible sadness with suicidal thoughts? It's horrible.
Devastating.
Cops were called to the home several times, at least twice before she shot dead her 4-month-old daughter and herself. I don't like hearing covering stories
that
like
sounds.
that.
I mean, there's a bunch of stuff postpartum could be related. It's like a
This
bunch
guy,
of stuff.
I'm not saying it's him, but that guy could be.
What? No,
I'm not
she
saying.
wasn't home at the time. That's her husband.
I know. We're going to get to the story
But
right
women,
now.
You know, you go.
Fatally turned the gun on herself in upstate. As it surfaced, the oncologist's parents were in the house at the time.
Oh my God.
That's a horrible thing. They had ambulances and police come to their house 2, maybe 3 times this summer. Recalled neighbor Bob Stewart, 71. Bob's a snitch. Well, he's a neighbor getting involved.
No, but I feel like sometimes we need to tell stuff.
Why?
If I see an old lady getting beat up, I'm probably gonna tell.
No, I'm saying he's telling the news after she's dead.
Yeah, I know, but
Listen, I don't like covering these stuff. I get stomach aches. She took her own life, which is sad enough, horrible. Then she, before that, took the life of her 4-month-old daughter. And you think money can buy you happiness. It can. Obviously, she's an oncologist. What is an oncologist?
She's a cancer doctor.
Cancer.
Yeah.
Okay, I wouldn't have known that. That's why I brought the big guns out today. She knows all the answers. You don't got the answers, Sway. But you think the money can save you, and money doesn't really. Rich folks get depressed all the time. And I always think of Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Guy had everything, the whole world, Oscars, Emmys, millions of people who adored him, a beautiful family, and money. And the depression got to him. I don't care about that. You see anything here you care about? No. We're not going to do the Kremlin stuff today, although Zelensky, Vladimir Zelensky,
is that his name too?
Yeah, but his name's not Vladimir, it's Volodymyr.
That's what I thought.
Volodymyr Zelensky, they just arrested a woman with a plot to assassinate him.
Wow.
A Ukrainian woman.
Oh wow.
Caught her red-handed sending over coordinates so that the Russia could do a missile strike on him. You don't think Russia wants to kill this guy?
Oh shit.
Deck in dock brawl. Did you see the viral video? Now you haven't been watching much stuff. Do you watch videos on your phone?
No, I deleted my Instagram and Facebook off
What?
my phone.
Why?
Because it was wasting my time. It was a time suck. I don't like it.
I enjoyed your Instagram. See,
I mean,
your little picture
I
of
may
your
still
doggy and
post stuff. I might still post stuff.
An out-of-control brawl broke out on an Alabama dock. I wonder if they were drinking.
I mean,
They're fighting on a dock in Alabama.
Did you see it?
Thinking. Yeah, I saw the
parts
video.
of the video, but I didn't.
Dozens of young people in a manic scene that mirrored the WWE. The wild battle, which witnesses said started when a group of boaters attacked a Montgomery riverfront dock worker. They were out there swinging. Everybody was swinging. Broken mother demands justice. Drunk ex-con crash kills teen. I almost never any of these are good stories. Here's this beautiful young girl killed by a drunk driver, and here's the mom. I'm going to assume that's the killer. Drunk ex-con kills teens, more than one teen. Chicago mother who lost her daughter after a car accident with an alleged drunk felon revealed she breaks every single day. By the way, if anybody has comments, you want to say hi to Anishika, she's got better eyes than I do. Anishika, can you keep an eye on some of that and let me know if they hate us? If you hate Anishika,
don't do WWE in
give
real
her a
life
thumbs.
unless you're
Give her a
a
thumbs down.
WWE superstar. I agree.
Do you want to hear about the serial predator who was stabbed? He was a singer. That sounds like a good story.
Let's talk about the stab guy.
All right. A pedophile, Welsh rock singer. Now, I know you listen to a lot of Welsh rock. That's a big thing around your house.
Boy, it's amazing.
What's your favorite Welsh rock album?
There's so many.
There really are a lot to
Welsh
choose from.
rock albums to choose from.
It's hard to narrow it down. To narrow it down would be a disservice to the Welsh rock community.
Yeah.
Although I know you didn't listen to the pedophile guy. He was not in your collection.
He's like the Welsh R. Kelly.
He's the Welsh Kelly R. Welshie. Pedophile Welsh. Where is Welsh? Is that in Wales? That didn't sound like you were confident with your answer.
No, I am confident. Welsh people are from Wales.
Okay. A pedophile Welsh rock singer who confessed to sexual offenses against young children and babies.
Oh, no.
And babies.
Babies.
Is fighting for his life after he was stabbed and held hostage by a fellow inmates.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that wrong for me to clap for
No,
that?
I mean,
that's not good. That's not.
Yo,
Eye for an eye is not good.
I mean,
Stab
they
for a
say
stab is pretty good.
They say someone's bound to go blind. Eye for an eye.
Eye for an eye, everybody goes blind. Ian Watkins. Now, is it Ian or Ian?
Ian.
I know you listen to a lot of his music.
I'm gonna say it's Ian, but I don't know.
He's the former lead singer of a now disbanded, you think? Lost Prophets was found stabbed in his cell at His Majesty's Prison, Wakefield, by guards and rushed to a hospital in life-threatening condition. 3 inmates took Watkins, 46, hostage around 9 a.m. Saturday. He was stabbed multiple times and beaten up before prison personnel freed him 6 hours later.
Dang.
6
hours,
They were like,
They
we
did
gotta
not
free
care.
him. We gotta free him, but let's eat this sandwich first. Because you know,
let's cook a whole dinner and serve.
People's Court is on at 4 o'clock.
they
I'm
have
going in at 5. At 5 or
I
5:30.
don't know if the UK has People's Court, but
Watkins founded Lost Prophets in 1997 until the band disbanded. When he was sentenced, he is 10 years into a 29-year prison for several sexual assaults of children. Hey, it looks like they're going to finally get Hunter Biden 10 years from now. I go on in this every channel. Trump is going to be probably indicted today for his 4th indictment. Charlie Manson was only indicted once. 4th indictment, 78 felonies. 78 felonies. I don't know how many will be with Georgia. It's all allegedly done by Biden. Biden's making Florida, and Georgia, and New York, and Florida, DC. Biden somehow is making them. So, with that said, everything on Fox News is about Hunter. I can't even imagine somebody on Fox News saying, well, what about Donald Trump? No. Get that. Hunter was wearing blue shoes at a wedding. Can you guys imagine blue shoes at a wedding? Could you imagine that?
it's like the brown suit, tan suit that Barack Obama wore. It's a whole big thing.
A lot of people don't realize that. That was one of the biggest scandals of the Obama White House. He served for 8 years. By the way, not one cabinet member of his was arrested. Not one.
Yes.
Yeah. They're still looking. Did you know that Donald Trump had like 123 of his cabinets arrested? 123? Not one in Obama, 8 years. Nevertheless, Obama wore a tan suit one time.
Yeah.
And if you Google it, if you just type in Obama tan suit, it was it was on Fox News for like 3 weeks.
Yep.
Guys, can you imagine him showing up wearing a tan suit, everybody? Meanwhile, there's a war going on. 80 people killed in Iran. But guys, let's talk about that later. A tan suit? This is our leader. That was his biggest scandal.
Well, you don't do the gossip. You don't do the gossip
Yeah.
show.
Do you see anything there
I
you
didn't.
like?
I was just wondering because
What do
I
you
saw
see?
page 6. That's all I know. I didn't look.
I usually peruse it. It used to be really good. Now it'll say something like Kanye West spotted eating shrimp at Olive Garden. Nothing good. Nothing good.
You really want to go to Olive Garden, huh? You mentioned
I brought it up twice, Olive
twice.
Garden.
I noticed it.
DC living ain't breezy.
I believe it.
I think that means there's no wind. I don't care. Did you see? Finally, Mike Pence has grown some balls.
Oh, I saw.
Is this insane?
I saw.
So last night, Donald Trump attacked him.
Oh, really?
It was horrible. It was the thing he always does. Well, Pence has been saying that anybody who tried to cause an insurrection should not be a president, should not be able to run for president, certainly. He blames Donald Trump for this. Of course, he was quiet for 2 years. He didn't say a word. Even though they tried to hang him and kill him and his family. But now he's speaking out, and so now Donald Trump last night says Mike Pence was a loser, a failure, getting ready to lose Indiana, his home state. He was a laughing stock until I gave him life and made him my vice president. He's a scumbag. I think he's gone over to the dark side. It's just insane. And see the old guy in the wheelchair there? It's not a wheelchair, it's a walker chair. He's going to walk up to that white stripe right there and try to throw garbage into that can. He does it 7 days a week.
Oh, that's fantastic. Good for him.
But I think I've only seen him make it once.
Okay,
I think he uses the bathroom.
Trying and practicing.
He's just trying it out for the people. God bless him. I trip on human nature. I think it's beautiful. I don't see anything here. Donald Trump has a new attorney, and the new attorney's gone on Fox News like 6 times and accidentally said the wrong thing, getting Trump indicted again.
Wow.
Remember, Trump only hires the best people.
that money can buy?
The best people.
Because he doesn't pay them on jail.
The runaway. I don't know if this is the same story. Let's see. He's going to the can. He's walking through the can. Son of a bitch. We finally get a picture of the runaway. Now, I've been covering her for all...
What? Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm going to tell you. So she's from Arizona.
Okay.
And she was... look, he's back.
Okay, here you go.
He's back. I told you.
What? You don't put him on.
No, they all know him. It's not an insult to him. He's a great guy. He goes right there. And
He made it.
Did he make it? He made it.
He made it.
He's been practicing.
Kobe.
Did you ever meet Kobe Bryant?
I don't think I did, actually.
When you worked for me, did you ever meet any celebrities?
I don't recall.
Well, you met a million while you worked here.
I think I did. Yeah.
I know, but you were in the music business. You were at you worked right at Music Row. Girl, you answer your phone. It's not a big deal. So, okay, so this girl here is the runaway.
Okay, she ran away.
On her she was 14. It was like 3 days before her 15th birthday.
Okay.
She ran away. Her mom was asleep. 3 years later, which was last week, she popped up in Montana. She walked into a police station and said, "Hi, I'm so-and-so Navarro, Alicia Navarro. Can you please take me off the kidnapping list? I want to get an ID card." And you guess you can't get a driver's license? She's 18 now.
She ran away
at 14.
Wow.
Going to be 15.
Wow.
And here's the boyfriend. They finally got the boyfriend. I think he's going to go to jail.
Kidnapping?
Well, she was with him she did not tell her mom. Her mom cried for 3 years. Her mom bought billboards, went on America's Most Wanted, gave interviews a million times begging for her daughter. You think your daughter's dead. She's not coming. And when she did leave, she went out the window and she left a note saying, "Mom, I'll be back, I promise."
Oh, wow.
3 years later, she's still not back, but at least the mom knows she's alive. The boyfriend of teenage runaway Alicia Navarro became more aggressive and angry over the last 2 years before being canned by Walmart. The guy got fired from Walmart. Don't these bill collectors know? Don't my women know that
They're those
stands?
scam callers.
Oh yeah, I get a lot of those. Usually when it's a scam caller, it'll say
Ohio.
Usually it'll say scam. Sometimes it's one of these guys. They like to interrupt. Body found on a Maryland trail.
Wow.
Read about this yesterday. Very, very sad. Whole bunch of trails that go into this area. But police have discovered the corpse at the same Maryland hiking trail. A woman was reported missing on Saturday night. Beautiful, statuesque, beautiful woman. Probably some creep out there. Rachel Marion, 37, was last seen heading out on the Ma and Pa Trail. Wow. I read a story this morning about a young boy, 16 years old, and his brother riding around on one of those type of trails in Nevada, out by Las Vegas. And then somebody took a 16-year-old boy and his brother on the back of a scooter. Somebody took a wire, tied it from a tree to a tree, and You don't see a wire. Oh, it's
You
horrible.
don't.
You don't see a wire and you're driving and you hit it. Killed the boy. His brother lived. The Pope. The Pope says the church is for all. Do you agree with him?
Yeah.
I agree too.
The Bible says.
Yeah, come on. The Bible says the church is for all. Pope Francis said Sunday that the Catholic Church is open to everyone. So all of you loser douchebags who think if you're gay or trans, you can't go to church, you're insane. You think Jesus would say, I don't like you, you're Jewish? I don't like you, you're Indian?
Jesus
Love
was
everybody.
Jewish,
Jesus was Jewish, technically. According to our scholar here, our religious scholar. Sicko this, Doc. Just from the title, I don't know if I like it already. You want to read that one? An NYPD now accused of rushing a cop back to full duty after lingering
Wow.
in COVID-19. Now, did you
Complications.
get COVID?
Yes, I did twice.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
First time, it was awful. I did not like it at all. It was right before New Year's Eve. I got the diagnosis the day after my birthday, and yeah, I was.
Your birthday is
super
when?
sick. Day after Christmas, December 26th, Boxing
December
Day for my
26th.
friends.
So you don't have to give her 2 presents. Just get her 1, and that covers
You
both.
don't have to give me any presents.
You don't have to give her nothing. You
Yeah.
give her COVID.
Cash is fine.
Cash is always king. Cash is king. Or if you're really, really close, Olive Garden.
Olive Garden. Only for special
gonna
people.
slide
I don't
that
like
in.
to hang out with people. that I
I'm
don't
going to
hang
slide
out
that
with.
in. So you had it, the first time was bad.
First time,
Did you
absolutely
have
terrible.
the jab?
I had
before the
I
first
had
one?
been vaccinated twice before the first one, and I got it in Florida. I flew back to LA, and I noticed something.
So you were on the plane with COVID.
Yes, I
You
was.
probably
But I had,
killed people.
I had a mask. I had a
That's
mask
good.
and all stuff.
That's good.
And then the second time I had it, I didn't know I had it. I felt a tickle in my throat. I never tested positive, but I did use a like an at home CL whatever, like the not the
thing.
antigen, the other one. That's whatever the other one was.
Did you do the nasal swab?
Yeah, but it was like a PCR. So I had an at home PCR, and that tested positive. And I also got I had a person come and give me an IV. So I was doing really well. But my boyfriend was terrible.
He got it too.
He got sick that time, but he didn't get sick the first time I had COVID.
Did you lose anybody during COVID?
Yes, plenty. At least 10.
There are people who still don't believe this thing was real. I lost 8. It's very, 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 very sad. And there's people who don't live in either big cities like Los Angeles or New York, and they're in a small town somewhere, and they don't have maybe many people that were affected. So they watch a certain news program that tells them it was not real.
Yeah.
And I can tell you it was very, very
Definitely
real.
real.
Very sad. At least 30 died of it. Train derailment. Now, have you ever been in a train derailment?
No.
Me neither. But I could imagine it'd be pretty horrible. Happened in Pakistan. We're sending our love and our prayers to everybody.
Wow.
Okay, now this one might ring home to you here.
Huh?
Because you're a little shady. Nabbed in husband poisoning. Now,
That's
you know
the,
when
that's
I...
the one that rings on to me.
When I get my sodas in my thing, I tighten it as tight as I can. And when I hear the fridge open while I'm sleeping, I look up.
Concerned about the sodas. It's the food.
I look up. No, I'm worried about. Oh yeah, no, she don't have access to my food. She don't have access to my food. An Arizona woman allegedly tried to poison her U.S. Air Force husband
Wow.
by pouring chlorine in his coffee.
That's
Wouldn't you
stupid.
taste it?
That's dumb. Yeah.
Wouldn't you
That's
taste
dumb.
it? Do you
smell
drink
it.
coffee?
I don't, but you
Me
can
neither.
smell it. Melody
Maybe we are
Feliciano
we-
Johnson, 39, was being held on a $250,000 bond after being charged with attempted first-degree murder, aggravated assault, and adding harmful substances to food, drink, medicine, according to reports. Johnson and her husband, Roby, I don't know, I guess whatever. A Marine, because it doesn't have 2 B's, it has 1.
Yeah, so Roby. That's a
Roby, a U.S. Airman, are divorcing. You don't say. Roby started to notice his
Why would
coffee
they divorce just 'cause she
tasted
tried to
funny
poison?
while the family was stationed in Germany in March. He drank the funny tasting coffee for 2 or 3 weeks prior to buying pool testing strips. He first tested the tap water, which came back normal. Then he tested his coffee, which came back positive for high levels of chlorine, according to the Arizona family. Roby, who shares a child with Johnson, said he pretended to drink the coffee while still in Germany, as he did not want to report the crime in a European country, according to the court documents, which were viewed by Arizona family. When the family moved stateside in late June, he set up a camera inside their hotel room near Davis-Monthan Air Force Base to watch his wife. The surveillance camera captured the moment she poured the alleged chemical into his drink. On July 6th, he filed a report with the Tuscan Police Department. Roby believes she tried to poison him to collect benefits, according to court documents.
Very good.
Yeah.
You can read. You can read. That was very good.
Thanks. I had to prove myself. I felt like
You did good. You did good. You're a first timer. Now I'm an old vet at this. I'm a big shot. I got a news program.
That's deep. I watched a lot of 2020, so
56
this seems
people.
like a...
How's the pressure with 56 people watching?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a lot of pressure?
Yeah, I felt pressure.
You did good.
I did. But no, it's 20. This is 2020 all day. Yeah.
You watch any of those shows, you'll see it. I have a
That's
joke.
not how you do it.
I have a joke where I say I wake up at night and I see my lady over there watching any of those 2020s or those crime shows, and she's taking notes.
Don't say that.
It's facts. I gotta watch my back. If anything ever happens to me, I want you to have my Tupac collection and my watch collection.
Okay.
She ain't turning that down. You can eBay them bitches.
If that's
you can come up on a couple racks. I don't got no friends. You're all I got. You and Rev.
Hey, Rev.
You and Rev are all I got. Look, that's the end of the line. But guess what?
Tell me.
This is the part where we get interactive with the crew.
Oh boy, interaction.
I know you have a dog. How's your dog?
I do. My dog is great. She's so sweet.
Now, did somebody give you that dog?
I did rehome her. So the breeder who had her, she was
What's her name, Chloe?
Her name's Chloe. She was purchased and then she was brought back to the breeder, and I rehomed her.
Why was she brought back?
Because the woman had 2 other dogs and didn't have the space to keep her, and Chloe was, just learning how to potty train. And
A blessing for you.
Yeah, I like the dog. She's so sweet.
Yeah, she's a beautiful dog too. What kind of dog?
She's
is
a
it?
Maltipoo.
A Maltipoo? I think you made that up.
I did.
Sounds.
She's
that
a
sounds
Maltese and
unrealistic.
poodle and toy poodle.
Okay. Well, this is a part of the show.
Reveal my dog? I don't have her. She's not here. Oh.
Oh, she has plenty of pictures. You have pictures of your dog?
I do have pictures of dogs.
Why don't you show us your dog?
Let me see. Chloe. Chloe is happy.
Now, when you were in prison, were you on the yard or were you just...
I stomped the yard, in fact, when I was in prison.
Did you run the yard?
Dog. Let me look for dog in my phone. And let's see
I'm going to fix this wheel because it's been acting crazy.
Chloe. How do I do it? Okay, there you go. Look at Chloe.
Beautiful. And you said it's a Maltipoo. You know what? I'm thinking you made that phrase up yourself. So what does that mean? It's a combination of a whole bunch of...
Not multi.
What a multi? What is a multi?
Maltese.
All right.
Yeah, she's fun. She's a fun girl.
Are you, yeah, give us another shot.
I'm trying to find a good one. No, nothing with anyone in it. Aw,
That's a good.
This her in her raincoat. Let's see.
You gotta tap the screen.
No, I think I have to tap this screen. Oh, there it is. There you go.
Very cute.
Chloe. Her raincoat in the living room.
Are you ready now? Do what?
Okay, what am I doing?
You're gonna read the Horoscope.
Oh, woo,
Now,
here we go.
are you well versed in the horoscope?
I am not, but I know a bit.
What are you?
Capricorn.
Let's read yours first.
Capricorn, December 22nd to January 20th.
And you have to every now and then look up like you're engaging them so they feel special.
My eyeballs.
Look at how many pigeons just came up. Somebody just threw
You
bread.
may not be the sort to cut corners or bend the rules, but there is a possibility that you will do so today.
Ooh.
Simply to get a tiresome task out of the way. Before you do, though, stop and think what the consequences may be if you get caught.
That sounds like a sexual thing to me.
I mean, I don't know about that.
I don't know what you're up to there, but it sounds a little freaky. Now, we're going to spin the wheel.
No, let's do you.
Okay, I'm a Scorpio.
You're Scorpio.
Let's see if me and
November
you
5th.
finally link up. Let's see if we got something going on.
We got something going on. I know it. We're linking up right now. This is happening.
This is,
Scorpio. October 24th, November 22nd. There is something you are desperate to say, and you must say it right now.
I love you.
You know that some people won't be happy that you have seen through their tricks and lies, but your happiness you need to worry about.
I've seen your tricks and lies for
Don't
years.
let them fool you again. All
Your
right.
scams have no effect on me.
Got him.
That's it? That's my whole thing?
That's your whole thing. Okay, what else you got?
We're going to spin the wheel.
Okay, spin the
We're
wheel.
going to leave it
Woo,
to fate.
woo, woo. Fate.
Take a guess. What do you think it's going to
I
be?
think it's gonna be Leo.
It is Leo.
Look,
Now,
did you do that intentionally?
No, I didn't. I didn't want the pigeons to fly like that, but
Oh man, it's Leo. Okay, Leo. July 24th to August 23rd is right now. We're in Leo season right
it's
now.
Leo season.
If you open up and let partners and family members know how much you care for them, they will respond in kind and make it clear they love you too. Don't just assume they know what you think and how you feel. Spell it out for them.
Spell it out. Sometimes they're slow.
It sounds very sweet. Is this about sex?
I think it is. I think me and you might be getting it in after all.
All
right, so
okay, next. Should we just go in order?
We can.
Okay, now that
but listen, we have a contest on it.
Okay, go.
You just did Leo.
Okay.
Now you've got a 1 in 12 chance of getting another one in a row.
I'm probably not.
If you do,
Okay.
Olive Garden on me.
Okay.
Now if you don't get nothing.
Okay. Aries. Scorpio. We already did Scorpio. We already did Scorpio. So go ahead, do it again. Maybe it's Aries next time.
You read whatever you want.
Okay, I'm gonna go Virgo because that's after that. Wait, no.
It ain't complicated.
Okay,
bro.
Virgo, fine.
All right.
August 24th to September 23rd. Maybe the best thing you can do today is to do nothing at all.
It is sex. 100%.
Sit back and take things easy and laugh at those who are running around as if the world is about to end. You are far too smart to fall for that kind of nonsense.
Chicken Little, the sky is falling. All right.
Libra, September 24th, October 23rd. So many things are falling into place for you right now that it may be tempting to believe that nothing will ever go wrong again. Both common sense and experience should tell you that it is unlikely to be the case. So don't let your guard down completely.
Look at this guy.
You did Scorpio, that's
He's
you.
got one
Hello,
foot.
cutie.
So what happens is, I did a whole thing on this. There was a bunch of pigeons here. Joe eats the pigeons. There'd be 45 pigeons here. And a lot of them had black hair wrapped around their hands. And so I was like, somebody here is torturing them. For 2 months, I thought some dirtbag was torturing the pigeons. And I'm going to find them and punch them in the face. And well, then I Googled it one day. It turns out this is a worldwide phenomenon. Happens in France, all over Europe, and Japan. Is it? See, he's missing a foot too.
Yeah, I've been noticing that. I was wondering if it had anything to do.
Anywhere near. Somehow the pigeons, they have ridges on their feet. Somehow when they walk through, it gets, and then it tightens and tightens and tightens until it cuts their feet off.
Heartbreaking.
There's very few up here, like he has both his feet. Very few up here that have 2 feet.
That's heartbreaking.
It just breaks my heart. I wish.
Yeah, they have this. That's why apparently you're supposed to check your baby's feet because like the socks that people put on their baby's feet sometimes wrap around their limbs and their toes. So that's similar.
You learn stuff on the channel.
Damn.
What else you got?
Yeah, Union Square, New York Chaos. Yep.
Union
Who's gonna
Square.
sing? The pigeons. We have a group. We have a singing group up
We do.
there.
We do.
And when they fly away, we're gonna boop in like a Disney movie. Okay. Sagittarius. November 23rd to December 21st. The sun squares up to your ruler Jupiter today, which among other things means you need to stay in control of your feelings. If you get the impression that others may be cheating you, there is a danger your response could be way over the top.
Has the sun ever been in Uranus? I don't know. The daughter was in my anus, but that was in college, and I was drinking water.
Terrible.
I was drinking
Terrible.
water.
Terrible.
There goes Kobe right there.
Aquarius.
You just said Kobe, and then Kobe.
Kobe. Does it mean I get Olive Garden?
You do get Olive Garden. If you want Olive Garden, we're going to Olive Garden. But just the sampler platter like
Aquarius,
last night.
January 21st, February 19th. Cosmic activity in the partnership area of your chart brings out the trusting side of your nature, but don't let that blind you to the fact that not everyone is as honest as you.
That's fact. Nobody's more honest than you. And
That
you're a very
applies
trusting person.
as much to family relationships as it does to your work.
That's fact.
Pisces, February 20th to March 20th. You may be feeling good about life at the moment, but that is not an invitation to take the kind of risk that invite consequences of your negative nature. Think before you act, and only act if you absolutely have to. Sometimes doing nothing is the right approach.
Look at those two pigeons. Watch what they do. No, it's insane. Keep watching. They're going to lock lips. They actually French kiss. Here she goes. They'll do that in 20 minutes.
Cutie.
They sit there. They lock.
Is it feeding? What is it? What are they doing?
I think they're mating.
I don't think that's how they do mate. I'm pretty
that's
sure.
the oral part of the mate.
I'm pretty sure that's not how you mate.
I gotta show my home viewers this. What else you got?
Okay. We were just doing.
Keep watching.
Aries.
They keep locking lips, and then they sit there and there they go.
I think it's a feeding thing, but they may. I mean,
it looks like he has a boner.
I mean, I have not seen his business, but that doesn't.
He looks to be Jewish. I think
Can you stop?
Circumcised.
Stop it. Stop it. Okay, Aries.
Aries is the sign of the ram.
March 21st, April 20th. You may be in a generous mood and eager to do things for friends and colleagues, but don't go too far and use up all your precious time and energy making their dreams come true while neglecting your own.
All right.
Do you think they will return the favor? These horoscopes are...
I can tell you what, if you are having sexual relations and your partner does not return the favor, that's not good.
This is what you talked about.
That's what I do, yes. We talk. In a few minutes, I'm going to take my shirt off.
Taurus, April 21st, May 21st.
Do you know the Taurus is a mighty bull?
I do.
It's the mightiest. You got little scorpions, you got fish, you got a ram, you got a Taurus. That's the biggest one. It's a big ass bull.
But you also have swimming goats.
Swimming goats. I don't know what that is.
That is a Capricorn. We adapt.
A Capricorn is a swimming goat?
Yes, it develops a fishtail when the waters rise. We adapt.
I had no idea.
Swimming goat. Taurus.
This little teeny
April
tiny
21st.
bug. That's what I am.
You are a Scorpio. Scorpion. Tails.
All right.
Stinger. Take extra care today. I know, it's kind of terrible. Take extra care today not to say or do anything that is likely to upset the people you live, work, and do business with. You may not mean to hurt their feelings, but they could see it as a personal attack and harbor a dangerous grudge.
Have I ever hurt your feelings?
I mean, always.
That's
Gemini, May 22nd to June 21st. You may be desperate to get away from the daily grind, but that is not an excuse to just drop what you are doing and head off into the wide blue yonder.
The what?
The wide blue yonder. I repeat,
that's
not
white
go there.
boy. That's a white boy made out of it.
Like it or not, you have responsibilities of a serious nature to take care of. So don't drop off your kids at Bob's house.
Don't drop off your kids at the pool with
forever.
Taking a poop.
Oh, that is.
Have you
that
ever
is
said?
something. Okay.
Have you ever said, "Hey, I'm going over yonder"?
Look over here. Oh my gosh, Cancer. This is our final one. June 22nd, July 23rd. Most of what happens in the world is not related to you in any way, shape, or form.
That's true.
So there is no reason why you should feel guilty about other people's woes. That does not mean you cannot help them, but don't get too personally involved. And birthday Monday, is this a thing?
Yeah.
What to do?
If your birthday.
Birthday Monday. The sun's
Birthday
link
Monday. I've
to
never even
Jupiter on your birthday will boost your confidence and encourage you to make your mark on the world. But don't junk common sense and make the kind of choices that could easily go wrong. Know your limits and respect them. That is the horoscope.
Brought to you by our dear friend Anishika Jonte. Good job. Now, you're here for another couple days.
Yes.
Then what?
I go back to Los Angeles.
Go back to Los Angeles. Are you back to work? Now, your boyfriend
Drifting.
is a famous, well, you're humble, but he's a TV writer. TV or movies?
Both.
Both. And now they're on strike. Is that stressful to you and him and the family?
Yes, it is stressful. We've been striking. Us, the dog.
A lot of you and the dog are also striking?
Yeah, I've been striking.
So a lot of his friends or co-workers are also going through this. Is there any hope of this thing ending?
Chloe for Christmas.
Oh, look at
She
him.
had reindeer antlers.
Is there any hope of this thing ending anytime soon?
Well, they have been saying that they're going back to going back into conversation and communications with each, like the CEOs are talking now. So as a group, they're trying to come up with an idea. And then from there, they would go back to the negotiation tables. However, who knows what the possibility is. We're kind of just waiting it out, trying to see where it goes from here.
I wish you and him much success. You've been together like 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years, 3 days, and 16 hours. Son of a bitch. I wrote it in my journal.
Him.
Unlucky him. I met him very handsome.
Yes.
I always pictured you always with a guy with a beard and the leather medallion that says Africa with a fist on it.
I mean, that's fair.
Is there anything else we want to talk about before we get out of here?
I don't know. I don't know how this goes, so I'm here with you. I'm your
We
guest.
dilly-dally till 4. We got 3 minutes
3
left.
minutes.
Usually my show
How many
goes
states
on.
can you name in alphabetical order?
In alphabetical
Go
order?
for
Can
it.
you do a bunch of them?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay.
I probably know them. I have to think about it now.
I was watching a show where it's Bob and Dave. It's a comedy show. He goes, I can name all 50 states in 10 seconds. He goes, oh my God, that's great. Yeah, I do it at parties. I get a lot of attention. Ready, go. Alaska, Chattanooga, Arizona.
I think Alabama. Does Alabama be the last one?
I wouldn't know how to put them in order, but I can tell you, if we were to name, me and you, to go head to head to do states, you'll run out of states before I do.
I probably would.
Arizona.
I don't consider any states in Middle America.
That's racist.
as part.
What does that mean? I don't get what you're saying there. It's got to be a racist, racial slur. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Are you hungry? Do you want to get something to eat, or you got to go do stuff?
No, I'm gonna wander with you.
I want to go to the bank and get a loan.
Oh.
Can you help me with that? Are you good at that?
I don't co-sign for anyone.
No. What the hell do you do for? I just
You
want
trying to rob a bank?
No, I want to go there and get like 20 grand.
Okay.
Just to have a little cushion in the bank.
Okay. I mean, the application is the process.
So tell me how the process works. I
Fill
go
out
in
an
there,
application.
and because my
Do
business
you
has
have
been in
a
Chase.
credit union? Credit unions are great great banks to have.
But if my bank has been at Chase
yeah,
for
Chase is
30
probably
years
good.
and I've funneled about $30 million through them, shouldn't they give me something?
I mean, that sounds right. However, they may or may not.
Well, I'm thinking of starting a meth lab. Are you in or out?
Oh, no, I'm out.
Hold on here.
You know how many
Frank says, Bob, my wife can count backwards from 100 by 7.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, now that is crazy.
That's cool.
So what do? You say, look at her.
193.
Get away from me. Get away from me. She's looking.
Oh.
Damn it.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
Nice body. I
Way
agree.
better than you.
I agree wholeheartedly.
So if you're at
She's
100,
really hot.
you got to go back by 7.
93.
93,
Go.
86. Shit, I'm already there. Wow. I had a friend who could do the alphabet backwards. And
I
it
can
was
do
insane.
I can do the alphabet backwards.
That I don't believe.
And French, Spanish, and sign language. And
First of all, that's a lie.
I can.
Oh, hold on. I've never known you to lie. I'm getting hurt right now. So you're saying,
I can do that.
this is Boogie Bob exclusive. So you're saying you can do the alphabet backwards
Yes.
right now.
Yes. D-Y-X-W-D.
And she's, are you doing this too?
R, yes.
I don't even know if that's real. Go on.
Q-P-O-N-M-L-K-J-I-H-G-D-C-D-A. I think I got it.
I think you did. Well, I wouldn't know. And then if you're
You
just
weren't
doing
paying attention,
this
so
is,
there
I
you
could
go.
do sign language. A, B, C, D, E,
Don't
F, G,
do that.
H, I, J, K, L, O. I don't know what
Don't
you're
do that.
Can you do ABCs in sign language
Yeah.
forward? Do it.
A, B, C,
You got, I can't see your hand.
H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P-Q-R-S-T-U-V-W-X-Y.
It's kind of erotic. Have you seen the New York Sign Language for Get Away From Me? It's this.
Don't say that, bro.
That wasn't very. I apologize. All right, let's get out of here.
Out of here.
Do you want to eat?
Maybe.
You want to hang out?
Let's hang out.
We'll go hang out. I will talk to you again soon.
Thank you, Valerie.
I want to thank
Practice
everybody. Hi,
skills.
Valerie. Valerie's my shorty. Don't holler at Valerie. Here. Hi, Tammany. Guys, if you hate Anishika,
Ambrose said something about I
give her
missed
the
it.
thumbs down. You can spin it. You can do this.
Oh, it worked. I can count backwards. Why can't I do the same with the alphabet? You know?
I think
I
with the
was- I was
alphabet you
bored
have
and-
to memorize it.
And ASL one day, and I was looking at the sign and I memorized it.
Let's get
You
some
do the
big
alphabet
here.
in Hebrew. That's fantastic.
It says, Rev says, Bob, your show's way better without Anishika.
Nice to see you, Rev.
Valerie says, Anishika shit, get her out of there.
Damn, Valerie.
Frank is like, who's this Anishika? Her name should be Ashitika.
Fafo.
Ashitika.
I know.
I'm wearing my Colleen watch today. Colleen likes blue, so I always wear blue.
I'm wearing blue too, Colleen.
Now she's wearing a very, very nice watch. And I can't say how much
It's not
it
that
is
nice of a watch. It's a nice watch. I love my watch.
I love my $7,000 watch. Have a great day, y'all. That's from Carrie. Carrie
Hi,
says,
Carrie.
have a great day, except Anishika. Have a shit
Damn.
day.
Later,
What is
Valerie.
wrong with you people?
I know.
She came in here with love in her heart.
Love.
Robin says hi too. Robin says hi. Hi, Robin. Anishika is great.
Oh,
Valerie said
Valerie.
Anishika is great.
Valerie, he said so many negative
We're
things
gonna
about me.
cut off after 5 more Anishika compliments. 5 more
Look
compliments.
at the watch. You have blue. Blue, we
Can
got
we
it.
get
Feed
you
the
like to
homeless
feed
you
the
can.
homeless? That's
Yeah,
always
we
a very
do that.
noble thing.
Thank you so much, Tamara.
Great job, Anishika.
Aww.
Personality shines through. Ambrose blames RJ. I blame RJ most of the time as
Who's
well.
RJ?
RJ is probably doing something illicit.
Who's RJ?
RJ is my backbone. He's my correspondent in Colorado.
What is great.
I can't get 5. I need
We
4
did
more
no, we
compliments.
did it. I got a bunch of them.
You
We're
got
great.
one.
Valerie, Wood is great too. That's fantastic. That's a compliment to Wood,
Who the hell's Wood?
our bird friend.
You named him Wood? All right.
We did it. Thank you guys. It was
I
very
wanna
fun.
Thank everybody for tuning in. Did you know that Frank performed at...
I love blue watches because it's my favorite color. Oh, I love blue
watches
too.
as well.
See you.
Frank performed
See you
at
again
Carnegie
soon,
Hall.
David. Frank. Oh, did you really? That's fantastic.
David Young's my childhood friend.
Oh, that's dope.
David Young is one of the greatest of all time. If David Young has a huge family, if his whole family would subscribe to my channel, I'd be rich. There's like 6,000 Youngs in the Bay Area. Anishika, you rock.
Anishika, come back soon. I will try my best.
Wait, does it say, Anishika, you have a face like a rock?
Damn.
That wasn't very nice.
Not very nice.
That's
But,
hurtful.
you know, it's
You
my
are
face.
very intellectual.
It's my face.
You know, you have a hat on, but you also have this amazing set of hair. This beautiful lion, like a lion's mane of beautiful hair. Like an Angela Davis
Exactly.
of the 90s.
Thank you very much.
Ooh, Bowman
Mr.
says sexy lady.
Boneman. Mr. Bowman.
I'll sell you, Mr. Bowman.
Thank
He's
you
from
very much,
Detroit.
RJ.
He's from the D.
From the D.
Yeah, you know all about the D.
Yeah, I was gonna say you know all about the D.
All right,
D's.
Anishika's the best. Guys, thank you for tuning in. I love Anishika, my bestie. Guys, I met her in line at the damn Michael Jackson thing. And we became best friends ever since, and you can see why. This is her always. We've only had 3 fights. Once at Olive Garden.
Probably one in a little bit.
Once at the grilled cheese thing.
Oh man, I hated that place.
That was horrible. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Please be kind and loving to each other.
For sure.
This is my tagline. You're going to have your own tagline in a second. Please be kind and loving to each other. Be good to yourself. And if no one's told you today you're special, Anishika, you're special. What's your tagline?
Ditto.
You can't. No,
Yes,
you can't.
I
have
can
a
ditto.
copyright. No.
I can do whatever I want.
You're too lazy to tell them something nice.
You guys are amazing, and this is good fun. Thank you for having me.
God bless. Okay, let's get that hotel room we were talking about. All right.